Soccer is loved around the world, but for Sacred Heart Jr. Danny Istambouli, it's more than sport. It's rooted in faith.
Starting from the youth, I went to Danbury Youth Soccer Club, played there, then I went to AC Connecticut, worked my way into Academy, DA, which is now MLS Next, and then to be able to go to South Kent, which is a pretty well-known prep school in the U.S., definitely helped my development.
At South Kent, he was having soccer for breakfast, soccer for lunch, and soccer for dinner, and in between studying. So it was like the dream come true.
At South Kent, Danny stepped into one of the most competitive environments in the country, and he didn't just keep up, he stood out.
For me, senior year was when I really broke through. I had a really good season where I was able to get All-American, Connecticut Prep Player of the Year, All-New England, those types of awards, and I was able to get recruited by Boston College and then eventually commit there.
But just as his future looked brightest, one moment changed everything.
We had a practice and I just, I cut to go defend someone and then it popped. And the crazy thing is I played on it for another month not knowing I had a torn ACL, and it just never got better. It would keep swelling. So then we finally got an MRI and then it was just snapped in half, so crazy.
The amount of effort and time he put in his rehab, it was heartbreaking. Seeing him now, he was standing on the sidelines at Boston College with a brace from the across the whole leg and on his crutches, and just the ball in front of him, and it's just heartbreaking. It was a test of faith.
After months of relentless rehab and leaning on faith, Danny made the difficult decision to leave Boston College and trust that God had a greater plan for his journey.
We got close mostly last December. We had a tournament in Florida, and from there we kind of became closer. We were with each other every day, and when I saw him in the transfer portal, he reached out to me, asked for some help, and I told him Sacred Heart would be a good fit for him. So I put him in contact with the coach.
What stood out to us when he got to Sacred Heart was his work ethic, his professionalism. On a day-to-day basis, the way Danny plays the game is how he trains. I think going through an injury like that, it builds a toughness mentally, and it also makes you really hungry.
At Sacred Heart, Danny's performance caught the attention of scouts, earning him a call-up to Lebanon's U23 national team.
So to get the call back 2-3 weeks later was incredible, especially because my grandma and grandpa meant so much to them, and unfortunately my grandfather passed away, so I know he's watching and hopefully I'm making him proud. And
Danny made his family proud, making history, scoring not one but 2 goals for the U23 Lebanon national team.
I mean, it was a different type of experience. It's everything you're dreaming of start coming together.
To me, I'm nothing without God, and soccer's great, being able to play is great, score goals, do this and that, but without him, I'm nothing, and it's just super humbling to have him in my life and to be able to, pray and surrender everything to him, because I can score goals, I can get assists, I can get called up to Lebanon, but again, it's just nothing's possible without him.
Danny's story is a reminder that even at our lowest moments, faith can carry us forward, and with it, setbacks can become comebacks. This is Chase McTaggart reporting from Fairfield, Connecticut, Sacred Heart Sports Media.